Yo, we're here back at it again with another video. This time it's about ChatGPT. Yo, straight up, I'm all about it. I love ChatGPT. Bro. Listen, AI is cool. It's not cool copying other artists. That's not cool. But generating new ideas is dope. So, I'm about it. Let's go.
What's up, brother? How are you? Good to see you, my
Good
friend.
to see you.
Hey, what have your people done? Your AI people with this fucking ChatGPT shit. This
Your
scares the
people.
fuck out of me.
What
It's
do
your
you mean?
people.
What do you mean?
Your
your
AI
people.
Your wacky coders. What have you done?
Yeah, it's super interesting.
Fascinating.
Language models. I don't know if you know what those are, but that's the general systems that underlie ChatGPT and GPT. They've been progressing over the past maybe 4 years aggressively. There's been a lot of development. GPT-1, GPT-2, GPT-3, GPT 3.5. And ChatGPT, there's a lot of interesting technical stuff that maybe we don't want to get into.
Sure, let's get into it.
Well,
I'm fascinated by it.
So ChatGPT is based on fundamentally on a 175 billion parameter neural network.
What?
That is GPT-3. And the rest is what data is it trained on and how is it trained. So you already have like a brain, a giant neural network, and it's just trained in different ways. So GPT-3 came out about 2 years ago, and it was like impressive but dumb in a lot of ways. It was like you would expect as a human being for it to generate certain kinds of text, and it was like saying kind of dumb things that were off. And you're like, all right, this is really impressive, but it's not quite there. You can tell it's not intelligent. And what they did with GPT 3.5 is they started adding more and different kinds of data sets there. One of them, probably the smartest neural network currently, is Codex, which is fine-tuned for programming. Like it was trained on code, on programming code. And when you train on programming code, which ChatGPT is also, you're teaching it something like reasoning, because it's no longer information and knowledge from the internet. It's also reasoning. You can like logic, even though you're looking at code. Programming
That's
code
what
you're
that
looking at
is.
like, what the fuck is he talking about?
No,
But-
that's not
no.
what I'm looking at. I'm
So-
looking at you like, oh my God.
But reasoning is in order to be able to stitch together sentences that make sense, you not only need to know the facts that underlie those sentences, you also have to be able to reason.
Yeah.
And we take it for granted as human beings that we can do some common sense reasoning. Like this war started at this
I love ChatGPT.
date and ended at this date. Therefore, it means that like the start and the end has a meaning. There's a temporal consistency. There's a cause and effect. All of those things are inside programming code. By the way, a lot of stuff I'm saying we still don't understand. We're like intuiting why this works so well.
Really?
But these are the intuitions. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's not clear. So so GPT 3.5, which ChatGPT is likely based on. There's no paper yet, so we don't know exactly the details. But it was just trained on code and more data that's able to give it some reasoning. Then, this is really important, it was fine-tuned in a supervised way by human labeling. Small data set, but human labeling of
Yeah, so
here's
you don't
what
get
we
it.
would like this network to generate. Here's the stuff that makes sense. Here's the kind of dialogue that makes sense. Here's the kind of answers to questions that make sense. It's basically pointing this giant Titanic of a neural network into the right direction that aligns with the way human beings think and talk. So it's not just using the giant wisdom of Wikipedia and I can talk about what data sets it's trained on, but just basically the internet. It was pointed in the wrong direction. So this supervised labeling allows it to point in the right direction to when it says shit, you're like, holy shit, that's pretty smart. So that's the alignment. And then they did something
Yeah,
really
let's
interesting
go
is
use it
using
right
reinforcement
now.
learning, based on labeling data from humans. That's quite a large data set. The task is the following. You have this smart GPT 3.5 thing, generate a bunch of text, and humans label.
No way. All right, look, bro. I'ma have this thing making every single one of my rollouts. every song rollout of mine, I'm a have GPT freaking write me up the essay that I send out to the bloggers. Listen, bro, this can totally be used for music. You can just generate all your rollouts using GPT, and then just email blast all your playlists
Which one seems
and
the best?
writers and
ranking.
whatever.
Like you ask it a question. For example, you could do generate a joke in the style of Joe Rogan, right? And you have a label. They have 5 options, and you have a label. Does it mention dick and pussy? No, I don't know how exactly, but so you get it to rank. The human labeler is just sitting there. There's a very large number of them. They're working full time. They're labeling the ranking of the outputs of this model, and that kind of ranking, used together with a technique called reinforcement learning, is able to get this thing to generate very impressive to humans output. So it's not actually, there's not a significant breakthrough in how much knowledge was learned. That was already in GPT-3,
Wow.
and there was much more impressive models already trained. So it's on the way, not just OpenAI. But this kind of fine-tuning, it's called, by human labelers plus reinforcement learning, you start to get like where students don't have to write essays anymore in high school.
Yeah.
Where you can style transfer, like I said, do a Louis C.K. joke in the style of Joe Rogan, or Joe Rogan joke in the style of Louis C.K., and it does an incredible job at those kinds of style transfers. You can more accurately query things about the different historical events, all that kind of stuff.
Holy shit, man. The idea that you don't exactly know why it works the
Wow.
way it works. That's too close to human. That's too
No
close to
way.
human
They
thinking.
don't know how it
you
really
know what
works.
This eerily is eerily similar to the plot
That's
of
crazy.
Ex Machina, when he's
Yeah,
talking
I love
about
that movie.
how he
Yo, that movie is sick. That movie is sick, man.
coded the brain. Do you remember that plot? That scene.
That scene when he was, yeah, no. I
The
don't
gentleman,
remember.
what's the gentleman's name? The actor, that dude's badass.
Really
Oh
good,
man,
really
this
good.
guy, bro.
Isaac,
He looks
Great
like a
casting.
nerd.
he's amazing.
Alex Garland, the director. Somebody I got to
Oscar
know.
Isaac,
is
he's in Star
incredible
Wars and
human.
shit too. Yeah, no, that movie was it's one of my top 10s. I love that movie, but that scene where he's
Below John Wick 1, 2, and 3.
well, 3 was, I'm not a fan of 3. 3 didn't have any muscle cars.
Still worse than Scent of a Woman. Go on. Call back.
It's worse than Sentinel. Which one, John Wick 3 or 1?
All
Don't
of
say
them.
How dare you?
All of them.
You ever,
It's silly man movies.
Yeah, you ever watch them when you're on a treadmill though?
No, I
Gives you
don't.
motivation.
Yeah.
What? No way.
You ever watch them 100 times at a treadmill? Which apparently you have.
Well, I was
Some
trying
variety
to
with-
win a bet.
All right.
You know.
Rocky is better, I think.
Wow.
For that.
Really?
I'm a sucker for Rocky. The whole soundtrack.
I can't get over the bad fight scenes.
Oh, the bad fight scenes.
I
Yeah.
can't. My disconnect, it won't allow that.
Have you seen the montages recently?
No.
They're
All right. Well, ChatGPT, it is dope, bro. You can have this thing help you write anything. You know, I don't think people should be going out and just straight up using ChatGPT to like write their song. Like, you know, where's the creativity in that? You know, everybody is gonna have to just learn how to chill out and be truthful and just actually do something instead of like lie your way to the top, because even if you try to lie your way to the top, you're still gonna get caught, you know. And it's just like, it's a whole new, we're living in a whole new time, man. Like, that's crazy. That is so crazy. All right, guys, whatever. If you like this video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Dead Roses in the chat. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Roses in the chat. You already know. Say goodnight. Peace.